Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful connecting with you. Wonderful saying hi, hello, how do you do? What is happening with you? Blessings, blessings, and more blessings. I speak unto you. For those who will be live, yes, 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 let's do it. For those who are hashtag and replay, I love it. For those who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I could appreciate that. And for those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl. Let's make it do what it do. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, this week we are talking about the choice of freedom and inner peace. The choice of freedom and inner peace. So it got me here. I was thinking about just, I'm very grateful, very, very grateful for the relationships. Like I am so blessed with family. So we're planning for our family reunion, which is going to be next year, Labor Day weekend. So we're having, bi-monthly meetings, and typically, so okay, let me get focused. So we grew up really as cousins, living like sisters and brothers. Man, what a blessing. And so my mother was the oldest of 8 girls and 2 boys. And just about all of the sisters, only one sister lived out of state as I was growing up. And the brother's children, the one brother's children, when we were young, was growing up with us. So I have very young memories of, so my cousin who comes on here, Margie, she is the oldest child, the oldest brother's child, one of them. There are 4 of them. Well, there are 5 of them, I think. But good morning, Ray Price. Thank you for your prayers. But 4 of them we grew up with. Hey, Margie. Good morning to you. Pray all is well. Love you. Thank you for spreading the love every morning. We are blessed to have you. The overnight stays, we slept everywhere to be around each other. Much love. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, cousin. So yeah, so that's cousin. And just I have very, very fond memories of my childhood, of my family, and so I was just thinking about that, and I was thinking about, so we get to bi-weekly, bi-monthly. I get to see their faces because we don't live like that anymore, right? I guess as generations go, you spread out, and so those who are second and third cousins don't live in community like us as first cousins did. Right. And it was rich. It was rich, 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 rich. And my heart is full from that rich experience that we got to have. Um, and so then I was reflecting on then having a similar experience like that in my church experience, right? So I was the first member of my church, and we just celebrated our 36th anniversary. Our 36th anniversary, yeah. And my son is 37. Good morning, Brian. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Our 36th anniversary, and is that right? That's right. And so we'll be going into our 37th year, and that also is family. And we so we had our church banquet, and man, we sat around this table, um, and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. When I say it was a hoot, it was a hoot. But it really was just, again, more extended family experiences that just blesses my soul. So what am I talking about? So the choice of freedom and inner peace. So even though I have those rich, blessed, wonderful, cherished experiences, it doesn't mean that they don't come without stuff, right? I could be ticked off and mad and irritated at something that has happened within my family, right? I could be. There's enough there for me to be frustrated and irritated and do you know, can you believe da 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 da, so on and so forth. I could if I chose. Same thing for my church family. We're not perfect, we people. That's a mic drop right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna type that. We are not perfect. We people. I ain't even gonna put the R in there. We people. Can I put a smiley face on there? Yeah, let's put a smiley face. Oh, this one first. And that one and that one. And then a heart. We're not perfect, we people. We be people. So there's enough for me to have an issue, for me to be ticked off and irritated and frustrated, and there is enough, right? But I choose freedom, personal freedom, and inner peace. That's what I choose. I choose personal freedom and inner peace. So my conversations are conversations that will support my personal freedom and inner peace. I don't spend time talking about, well, first of all, I don't spend a lot of time talking about things that aren't factual. Do you know how sometimes we can have conversations about situations that happen and we're talking about them in the abstract, or we're talking about them in the hypotheticals, because so we can talk hypothetical, but I'm not talking hypothetical that's going to get my blood pressure raised, right? Like, I don't, why? Well, maybe they was this, or maybe they was that, or they could have been this, or they could have been that. I'm just like, nah. If I'm going to talk something that's going to potentially rub my blood pressure, it's something that actually happened, and I'm trying to work my way through it. Because otherwise, I choose freedom and inner peace. That's my choice, freedom and inner peace. So yes, I am grateful. excuse me, beyond measure. Hey, Erica. Hey, honey bun. I am grateful beyond measure for the experiences that I've had with my birth family, or that I have, right? And for getting to see them every 2 weeks. And even that comes with its weight and pressure because I'm heading the committee. So that means I have to remember to every 2 weeks, I have to remember that we're meeting. I have to remember to send out the reminders. I'm responsible for starting the Zoom meeting. I'm responsible for keeping it together. Da 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 da. Right? That's my responsibility. So it comes with this weight. And it's not always easy, but it is what it is, right? And so, and then for church for many, many, many years, I had uber responsibility for lots and lots of things. And it came with its weight. So both come with weights and rewards. Both come with their weights and rewards. Right? Now, I just want to capture that. And now, girl, come with. And so now, however, we get to choose where we focus our energy. Right? We get to choose where we focus our energy. Right? I could have some challenges with family reunions, some things that have been or have not been, or that was said or not said, or whatever. But why? I choose personal freedom and inner peace. I can't. So how can I say it like this? I'm gonna talk it through because I might not have it straight when it first comes out. I care. Maybe it's this. It matters where people fall on the continuum of it. Ooh, this is good. I'm just capturing my words today. It matters, but I can't afford to care. You get that? So I have a role and a responsibility in life in general. I was going to say in the family reunion, but in life in general, I have a role and a responsibility in life. So things matter, but there are lots of things I can't afford to care about. So, so if people have a negative opinion about the family reunion or something about the family reunion, it matters, but I can't afford to care. If people have a negative opinion about the way I do church or what I do or don't do or whatever, it matters. Like I do care about people. I do care about others' well-being. I do care. But so it matters in that sense. But I can't afford to care in a way that it leads me to lose my personal freedom and my inner peace. So I come to these conclusions where I have to be okay with people being where they are. I do. Like I will try to get to places of harmony. I will try. I will try to get to places of resolution. It's my goal I want everybody who want to go to go. Everybody. If you want to go, come on and go. But I'm not the one who's going to drag you. I'm very, very invitational, but I'm not intrusive or pushy. And that invitation of being invitational might be like, You know, there are times when I might need to be a little bit more pushy, but I'm probably not gonna be. I'm probably not. I'm going to. If you say yes and there's a roadblock, I will do everything within my power to get that roadblock out of your way. If you say yes, you want to. But if you kind of hemming and hawing and I'm saying, okay, let me know. Let me know. And I'm gonna give you my parameters, you know, what I need to happen by when, so that I can stay free. Even if you make a decision to say yes, like I can't allow your final decision, your decision when you make it, I can't allow it to then rob me of my ability to choose an inner peace. Because, you know, like, I might be available for your yes at a certain point, but then by another point, I'm just no longer available to do anything about the yes. Does that make, I hope that makes sense. Without it costing me so much, you know, without it costing me so much. So, what's the point I'm making? The point that I am making is, the point that I am making is, what's the point I'm making? What's the point? Oh, so each of us have the ability to choose freedom and inner peace. We each have the ability to choose freedom and inner peace in any given situation. And I'm not saying it's easy, but if you decide in advance that that's a non-negotiable for you, then you'll figure out how to get back to freedom and inner peace. Or you'll figure out how to stay out of situations that rob you of that or that interrupt that. Do you see? I could take issue with some things in my family, at church. I could take issue, but why would I? I could take issue with somebody in the grocery store, right? If we want to find an issue, we can find one. And if we want to stay free, we can find freedom too. I choose freedom. I invite you to do the same. That doesn't mean we don't have difficult conversations. It doesn't mean that we, you know, are oblivious or aloof. No, I'm very passionate about everything that I do, and anywhere that I spend my time is precious. But I don't want to take issue with stuff that I don't have to take issue with. And I definitely am not giving up my inner freedom, my freedom or inner peace for an issue. Yeah, yeah. I've committed to, even if I'm in a storm, that I still choose freedom and inner peace. That's available too, y'all. Anyway, I love you. I appreciate you. I value you. At the moment Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished. You and I gave up the right to not be amazing. Have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.